My living accommodation costs are currently running me. The number one question that I've been asked is how much does this actually cost? Well, the house that I was living in before is in the market at £950 a month. And what I pay now isn't what you think. But here's the problem with that question, because if you're comparing the cost of this lifestyle to a rent or mortgage payment, well, I think you've kind of missed the point. My numbers don't really matter. You see, what actually matters is what I'm no longer paying for. When I look at my old life, well, these are the things that disappeared. You see, I don't pay council tax anymore. And I've got no standing charge on my gas or my electricity. Even no water rates. No broadband contract. I'm managing perfectly fine on an all-inclusive 5G SIM. It does for me. I even managed to upload YouTube videos. And no TV licence. I mean, I didn't pay it when I was in the house, to be fair, because it must be 15 years since I last watched the television. Couldn't tell you who won the last X Factor. Is that still going? Honestly, couldn't tell you. But what does change when you live in a small space like I do is behaviours of spending, if you get me, because you don't buy crap that you don't really need. Quite simply, there's nowhere to put it. You see, one of my favourite pastimes was doom scrolling on places like Amazon late at night when I'm bored. And the amount of crap that I used to buy just to get that little bit of a dopamine hit. I mean, at one point I had more food containers, you know, like the takeaway boxes that you get from the Chinese, than probably most Chinese in England. And I suppose it's behaviours like that, really, that made me cancel my Amazon Prime subscription, because spending money for the sakes of spending money, if this resonates with you, you know what I'm saying. And it isn't just Amazon, if we're all being honest, is it? You go to B&M's or even Aldi. I mean, there's a joke that says that you go in there for some coffee and sweeteners and you come out with a MIG welder and a canoe. It's not wrong, is it? And the thing is, all of this kind of adds up massively. I've seen some places charging £40, £50 a night for a pitch. Well, I'm not paying nowhere near that. Even on the site that I'm on, there's a guy on another pitch, and he's paying nearly double per night what I'm paying, and the reason for that is quite simple. He gets all of his services, gas, electric, water included in the price, whereas I don't. And even geography comes into play, so you could copy my lifestyle 100% and be, I don't know, in Cornwall, and be paying a lot more than I was paying to rent the house in the first place. So it's all relative. If you get me, I hope that makes sense, because there's a common misconception here that living like I do is practically free. Well, it isn't. And I've gone over this before. There is an absolute huge list of trade-offs that you have to overcome to live this type of lifestyle. I'm just saying, for me, the benefits far outweigh the negatives, because I feel like I'm in control. For the first time in my adult life, I feel in control of what I spend and how I live, and without having all of them bills, well, I've got my freedom back, and that means everything. I live in a smaller space, and the winter has been absolutely brutal, but it's now warming up, and summer is fast approaching, and I am financially in a better position than I've ever been since I was living with my mum and dad at 16 and paying 30 quid a month board. Couldn't even buy you a kebab now, could it? You know what I'm saying? But you're all here for the numbers, if I'm right. So, here they are. My living accommodation costs are currently running me between £500 and £600 a month, all in, depending on how cold it is, of course, because if it's colder then I'm using more gas. There's no getting around that. And here's the thing, like I said before, this number doesn't really give you anything to go off. You'll laugh at this. In my last video, I got a couple of comments, and one of them called me a dosser, and the other one said, I hope you've informed DWP about your living circumstances. Well, why would I work full time, mate. I'm not on any benefits. I haven't claimed any benefits since my daughter left school bloody 6 years ago. So I just want to clear that up. I do work, and I'm not doing this because I can't afford to live. What I'm doing this for is because, honestly, there's more to life than existing in a system. I'd rather spend my money on living and seeing the world than simply existing, you know? Options I wouldn't otherwise have. Because there is a difference between living somewhere and just surviving. And if this kind of lifestyle is something that you've been thinking about, well, I don't think you're the only one. I've been absolutely blown away by the comments. Obviously, we talked about the negative ones, but by and large, there's so many people out there that are sharing stories where they're coming to the same conclusion, or even they're doing this lifestyle, just not making a YouTube channel about it. And honestly, I can't thank you enough for the support and love that I have felt by and large across the whole channel. And it is clear to me that there are a lot of people that are circling this sort of conversation in their own heads, and honestly, you've got to do what's right for you. So if you have been watching, genuinely, sincerely, I thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. And I've got a little bit of news for you. I was going to make a whole different video about it, but if you've watched this far into this video, you're going to get the heads up first. I've literally just passed the threshold for YouTube monetization, and 2 days ago I got an email inviting me to join the YouTube partnership program. Now, that isn't the full monetization, so if you're watching adverts on this video, well, I ain't being paid for them, so don't worry about it. And it's not about the money anyway. I mean, the earnings are absolutely pitiful. But I'm not doing this for money. I'm doing this just to show my life and how I live it, and explain a bit more about why I give up the house and the normal life, because it isn't worth it for me. But thank you so much. I really do appreciate the support. And if you want to see where this goes, then if you've not subscribed, please do subscribe, because 97% of viewers aren't subscribed. I mean, what's that all about? Get yourself subscribed. In fact, I'm not going to even charge you for it. And now I'm going to do the whole cliche YouTube thing. Let me know in the comments if you're thinking about living this lifestyle. I'll see you in the next one.